Well, should have been over numerous times. We gave them too many gifts in the first half. Boy, I think just about anything that could go wrong went wrong. But to flip that over and say that somehow we found a way to win the ball game in spite of all of that, you know, is a tribute to the resiliency. As we told them after the game, boy, it wasn't pretty. There's a lot of things we can fix, but I told them go ahead and I'm going to let them enjoy this one until tomorrow, and then we'll go to work. But you got to give Buffalo a lot of credit. I knew they had some athletic kids, and they certainly came to play, and all their their athletic kids made athletic plays. Number one is he's got a lot of speed. Number four's got a lot of speed, and then they have two wide outs that made some unbelievable catches, and
number 8 did it with a cast on.
Yeah. You noticed that. I mean, the guy's playing with one hand, still catching the ball. But my hats go off to them. They played extremely hard, and but so did the Crawford Pirates. So bottom line is, it's kind of a cliche, coach's cliche, but it's a shame somebody had to lose the game. But I'm darn sure glad it wasn't the Crawford Pirates.
The drive home is going to be a lot shorter after.
Certainly.
Now, the other thing, we did turn the ball over several times.
Yes.
They got it on an onside kick.
Kicking game, good. They got that kicker that, boy, God, how many did he kick perfect for him? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's certainly something we're going to have to work on. I mean, he did a great job. What else can you say? I mean, it's not like, we were just muffing it completely or something. The guy was putting a perfect kick out there, and, man, he's bouncing that thing up high. And, something we'll have to work on. But, boy, it's a weapon. It certainly is a weapon.
And, now that that's on tape, you're going to see on kicks just about every week now.
Sure you are. Until you prove you can recover one. I just hope we don't play too many that got a guy that can kick it like that.
Okay, now you had a pretty rough time in the second quarter, but when you came back, y'all had a couple of long drives, and that really seemed to kind of take them out of their tempo and kind of got y'all back in.
Yeah, anytime you're playing a dangerous team like that, you'd really like to take the ball on long, sustained drives and score. Problem in the first half, a couple times we got a long, sustained drive on the first one, bogged down, then had to kick field goal, get a long, sustained drive. That play's my fault. I'll take total credit for it. Number 8 sitting out there. We tried to throw the slip to Damick, and the guy's a tremendous athlete. Again, the one with the one hand, he goes out there and intercepts it and takes it back. That's on Coach Kelm. But my hats go off to them. They made some terrific plays. But again, in spite of all that, we still, as I've said all year, the strength of our team is our offensive line. They're experienced, and I told them at halftime, I said, hey, we're just going to have to jump on y'all's backs, and y'all going to have to take us to the house. I told them first couple series coming out, the second half was going to be very, very important. We got a turnover, I think, on that one. Their first, I think, if I recall right, everything's a blur. But they went on a little bit of a drive, and didn't we get a turnover on that one? Then took the ball and drove it down and scored. So.
Well, also defense now. The defense gave up some big plays.
Oh, big plays. We got to fix that.
Some big sacks.
Sure. And number one, I don't know that we'll play another quarterback any better or faster than number 1. The boy's got some tremendous speed, but it's good experience for us to play a team like that. Boy, there's some things we got to work on. I thought at times we tackled real well, at times we tackled poorly. And, something we'll have to address. We've got one staring us down the barrel that's going to be, every bit as tough, probably tougher. And we'll have to go to work.
That's one thing I was going to say is that you told the team to take overnight to enjoy it. You're going to have about 10 minutes to enjoy it.
That's about it. I'm done thinking, but, I'll try to go ahead and enjoy it a little bit tonight. But, tomorrow morning reality will set in. We've got to get ready to play Centerville, and that's a huge game staring us right down the barrel. But we'll enjoy this one for at least 24 hours.
This is a really big game to come this early in district because everybody's expecting Buffalo, Crawford, and not just the other teams, but everybody's expecting Buffalo, Crawford, and Centerville.
Oh yeah, and of course Hearn's in the mix too. They're a playoff team. But you know, getting those two right out of the box, boy, it's tough. But it is what it is. We know what we got to do. You know, big game next week. We're going to have to dig down deep and just get ready. You got to do whatever it takes to get ready to play Centerville.
Okay, Coach, I guess one last thing. I was listening to the predictions of the high school games coming in, and the first thing they said was that, man, they Buffalo and everybody wants to come in and they want to hang one on Crawford.
Sure.
Because it's a big deal to them, and
sure.
So you got their best shot.
That's something that our team knows. I think they accept. You know, we talk all the time about, you know, the huge responsibility of carrying on the tradition of you're going to get everybody's A game. There's no doubt. We're not going to get anybody's non-A game. So our guys realize it. You know, it makes you play harder. It makes you reach down and fight, and I'm real proud of the fact we hung in there, and you know, the resiliency, of hanging in there, and I think make a play right there to you. And I thought when the guy got in the secondary, I'm going, God, that's it. Good thing the guys on the field didn't think that, and they played on through, and we made a hit on the guy and made him fumble. That's all I can say.
Yeah, they just do not quit.
Nah, there's no quit in them. There's no quit in them.
All right, next week.
Yeah.